Now it's time for Tech Talk, and we will speak to Kobe Spiky in Nkrumah about Google's new Chrome extension that alerts you if your passwords are leaked. Hello, Spiky.
Hi, Salim. How are you doing?
I'm amazing. Can you tell us about Google's new Chrome extension?
Great. So some time ago, there was a very large data breach, and I was telling people about using a service called Have I Been Pwned. Now, what Have I Been Pwned does is that you go to Have I Been Pwned and you enter your email address or your password, and it checks through the database of leaked usernames and passwords to see if it has been leaked. Now, a lot of people were raising concerns. Hey, how sure are you that if I put my password, it's not going to be added to the database? I tried to let them understand that, hey, I trust this guy who set it up, but people are not always trusting, and they're skeptical. But Google, we all kind of trust Google, no? And Google says, okay, if you don't trust some individual, at least trust us. We will give you a Chrome extension. Now, an extension is like a software that you install in Chrome that checks your password that you use to sign into your websites to see if it was in a data breach. So how you do this is that you go to the Chrome Web Store. Now, if you're using Chrome, you'll see this little button on the top left-hand corner. Once you touch on it, it takes you to the apps that you have installed on your browser. Now, when you go into the Chrome, your apps, you can then access your web store. Now, when you go into the web store, you'll search the store for password checkup. I have installed it already, and it comes in the top right corner over here. It's a green shield with some stars there. You know how your password is blocked when you're typing in those stars? It has it in there. Now, what it does is that it gives you the ability to check your password when you're signing into a website. Okay. So as you can see right now, it's been installed. So if I try to log into any website with my username and password, it will tell me, hey, that password that you're using is been found in a data breach database. So change it. So you get the red, rectangle. And if it's safe, you'll get a green go telling you that, hey, you're good to go.
Okay. How safe is it using this Google extension?
When you say safe, that's pretty relative, Okay. Like, I can be safe because I do not share my password with people, but you could also be safe if you practice safe password habits. And Google tells you that they're not going to share this data. It's going to stay encrypted. They don't even see it. So you're guaranteed that it's safe.
Okay. My next question, how different is the extension from Password Manager? So
the extension does not in any way take your password and save it. It just checks it with a database of saved passwords or passwords that have been breached and leaked. Okay. So you just have to make sure that. So password managers, what they do is they store the password and you just use one password to access it.
All right. My final question, can you use the Google extension with a password manager at the same time?
You can't store your passwords in a password manager, but if that password that you're already storing has been hacked, the extension won't really help you much. So you use the extension to check to see if your password is safe, and then you store it in your password manager. We'll talk a lot about the password manager next week. All
right. Thank you very much, Kobe Spiky in Nkrumah, with that for Tech Talk. Well, it's time for us to wrap up the show. That's all for today's edition of Joy News Interactive.